Afternoon, VC. All right, so I was getting ready to put up some video from a gig from last evening at Snug Harbor here in Charlotte, which is one of the coolest places we have left in the city for live music. And great gig. There were 3 bands, and I thought it was interesting. I'm with my friend Mayor T, and had a great time, and I ran into a bunch of people I ain't seen in a long time, and some other folks in the rock scene here in Charlotte. And there was a good amount of folks there. So the bands, we had King Cackle, who I'd never seen, and then our friends Haal from Johnson City, and then the Seduction, who I didn't see them play in a while, but it's some kind of maybe a reunion show for them. So there was the biker gangs were there. There was some hardcore people there, but a lot of cool people too. So got up today, checked out the footage, some great stuff. So I'm gonna post that here in this video, and then so I hope you enjoy that. This is all on the heavier rock end of things. So if that's not your thing, no worries. I'm into all kinds of stuff here, so. But it got the wheels turning. I've been playing some of my stuff from Travis Kamer. He's lead singer, lead guitarist of Haal, and I've been going. I figure I'd show the stuff I have that he's done over the years in other bands and whatnot, since I have a good bit of stuff. All really good stuff that I recommend checking out. I'll try to leave some links to videos maybe that are out there, things like that, for some of this stuff too. So we'll see what I can find of that I have a ton of video personally, but we'll see what else I can leave links to that's up on the YouTubes, so you can check it out. This is all really good rock and stuff. One of his bands that I'll show is more in the, it's not metal, but it's pretty heavy stuff, because he plays bass on that, real heavy. So we'll get into it. Yeah, let's see. So years ago, my friend Jason Teeter, and it's funny, the show from last night, Mayor T and Jason were talking about how they feel like rock may be dead, and then that show happened last night, and after the first band, Mayor T texted him a picture of that first band and said, "No, rock and roll's not dead." But Teeter got in touch with me and said, "Man, you need to come down to Lunchbox Records." It was in the old location. There's going to be a gig tonight, and I want to say there was a friend of ours, their band was opening. I'm trying to remember who that was. Oh, hell. It escapes me right now. Oh, Battle Beast. I believe Battle Beast was opening and for Ocoai, and I'd never heard them. No idea what it was going to be like at all. They rolled their equipment in this tiny little stage in the back of the old Lunchbox and set up, and it was like orange amps stacked to the rafters, and we were just like, oh hell, what are we in for? And they about blew the front window out of the joint. It was so heavy and loud, and I was hooked. So yeah, Ocoai and Travis Kamer's, and it was instrumental, was one of the lead guitarists with Joe Armstrong, of course Bo on bass, and at that time it was Tim Smith on drums. So they recorded at Fahrenheit Studio, which is a studio run by Travis. He's a very talented guy. This was back in 2008 when they put out their first record, Breather Man, and this is one of my favorite records of all time. It's on Missing Worlds Records. It's a CD only release. If you like Pelican or Russian Circles, you would dig Ocoai. It is kind of still its own thing. But yeah, this is a phenomenal CD. And speaking of Travis, at one of the shows at Skylark here in Charlotte, he really would like to get these Ocoai records pressed to vinyl at some point through a record pressing plant in the Czech Republic that I think did the first Haal record. So there's that. That was their first record, and then you know, from there I started filming gigs in Johnson City, and Jason's band Machete would open for them, and they're just some of the best people I've ever met in my life. Tennessee folks, there's at least the ones I know are just freaking great people, man, just the best. But their second record would be called The Electric Hand. They would change drummers, and they'd go to this guy Joey, and he was really good. I mean, he was into rap and stuff, but man, this guy could throw down in the heavy stuff on the drums. And they added Cody Ledford into the band too, and he's a cellist and organist. And he was actually at the show last night. He moved to Charlotte, and they stayed at his place. But this record, The Electric Hand, was their second one. It's freaking killer. Also on Missing World Records, Missing World Records. And there's some stuff on this that sounds like Thin Lizzy. Really good rockin' stuff on this. Fantastic. And I think one of the songs from that, well, there's a song on this comp too, because I have everything that Ocoai did is on the Falling Down 4 double CD, or, well, yeah, I think that's what, or maybe it's 7. I don't know what volume this is, but Bo gave me, the bass player gave me a copy of this. There's a really good Ocoai song on that. What else do I got here from Ocoai? Oh, I got a live audio, I think from Snug Harbor from 2011, from a video I took, and then I've got live video from 2012 at the Hideaway. That's cool. Let's see what we got here. And then they did this is the best song Ocoai did, was this on this comp. It's hard to read it from here. It's so small. I'll leave a link to a video for the song on this from Ocoai, because this is a killer comp. I actually have 2 copies of that. But yeah, no vinyl from Ocoai yet. But when they get it out, I'm gonna be stoked. Then when they broke up, Travis started playing bass in Generation of Vipers, and everything they did is killer. They put out, I think I got everything. There's 4 records I have here from them. I've got most everything. So here's Grace, which was an EP. This is on a Red Witch Recordings. And this is really heavy. Heavy vocals from Joshua Holt, and BJ Graves on percussion. Now this particular one, Travis isn't on this one. He's not in the band yet. This is their early stuff. Let me see. And then they did, but I dig everything from this band. And then they did Dead Circle, also on Red Witch. And I know Travis is on these 2. Yeah, he's the bass. He replaces the other bass guitarist on Howl and Filth. And I have this on vinyl as well. And these are on Translation Loss Records. This one was in 2012. It's a maybe double LP, and we'll show you this real heavy wax. on this kind of white splatter. No, it's not a double actually. It's just a big, heavy piece of wax. So there's that. And they toured Europe, and they actually played some reunion shows recently, and I missed it because I had COVID. Then they did Coffin Wisdom, and this one's really killer. Really great artwork on this one. This was 2014, so this was the last album that Generation of Vipers put out, and I'll leave some, like I said, some links to stuff. I think there's a live video from maybe Austria or somewhere out there from them. Yeah, Gilead Media also was involved with distribution of this. And here's the vinyl. And I actually think I found the vinyl permanent in Los Angeles, which is crazy because this is, you're gonna mainly find this around here. This is also on a really cool piece of wax, gold swirl. So yeah, real heavy stuff. Heavy guitars, heavy vocals, heavy bass, drums, the whole bit. And then you've got Haal, and their first record was actually self-titled, and I have it on vinyl. They have a CD, but I only have it on wax. And it's just weird that they've been around for so long now. And this is on pink vinyl. And this is a great pressing, pressed in Czech Republic. And they always have really cool artwork. And then they did the newest full-length Everything Is Right Now. This is a great record, and I like the back cover, really cool. And then they put out a 7-inch single that's got 2 new songs, Mind in the Works, with some great artwork, and their new t-shirt has artwork from this artist too. These are 2 really great tracks, Feeling Whole Again and Careless Survivor, and they're on Bandcamp. Maybe I'll try to leave a link to that too. And this is a really amazing sounding 7-inch. I actually just spun this. There's that. Great songs. And when I went to their first show that I saw here in Charlotte at Milestone, I asked Travis, because I hadn't seen him in a while, I was like, so what's this new project going to be like with you and Bo? Because Bo from Ocoai is on bass. They've got Will Ford on rhythm guitar, also plays some lead, and Kevin Lane on drums. He's a killer drummer, and he said it's dad rock. They kind of remind me of Filter, but even better. They're still their own deal, as you can see from the live footage. And then the closing band last night, really good rocking band. And I had seen them once before at Snug Harbor, and it had been a long time. And they've gotten better, The Seduction. And so I picked up their CD last night to support the band on Rusty Knuckles Music. Bad Seeds on Fertile Ground. Fun band, really fun band, as you can see in the footage. Well, thought I'd just throw some of that out there. Been jamming some of this, so hope you're all well. Peace.
Hey. Stick around for that old seduction.
We're in the